Now, one man who knows the ins and outs of the real estate industry is Mr. Hiranandani. His group is one of the best known property developers in Mumbai, and in fact they were the first to introduce the concept of mixed residential and commercial townships in India. I caught up with Mr. Hiranandani and began by asking him what he thought about the present state of India's real estate industry.
I think it's the most backward industry in the sense of that we've not been able to meet the aspirations of the people. People talk about roti kapra makan, they talk about food, clothing, shelter, but we haven't met shelter needs at all. We're still very far behind. And as a whole, I would say we've really not been able to meet the aspirations of the people of India.
What are some of the challenges facing the industry?
I think in the housing sector, we lack leadership, both in the private sector as well as in the government sector, and certainly in the political sector, there's nobody. There's nobody who stands up and says, you know, in the next 5 years, we are going to give houses and homes to everybody. Nobody talks about it. You talk about education, you talk about food, you talk about telecom, you talk about infrastructure, you talk about roads, everything is talked about. But when it comes to homes, I think we're still behind.
You've been talking a lot about affordable housing. What do you mean by affordable housing?
You have to understand that the price of the house should be approximately 4 to 5 years annual income. That's affordable by anybody. That type of pricing is not happening yet because though income levels have moved up, though a large number of people are getting higher salaries and expectations of salaries are going up every year because of the boom in the economy, a large number of people are still not in the affordable segment, and that's the major problem. But what we really need to do is to see that surpluses of housing are created, and the moment we create a large number of surpluses, the prices will start falling to affordable limits.
That was the chairman of Hiranandani Group there.